Hello, everybody. It is Jen Ferguson here, and I am excited to say it is Friday. It has been a super busy week trying to get caught up from the holidays, and I am so excited to say we are. We actually got orders out that were ordered today. Okay, we still didn't get all of them out, but we are so much more caught up than we have been in weeks. So feels good to do that. So our turnaround time is going to be way quicker from here on out throughout the year. So do me a big favor and say hello in the comments as you guys join. And I'm quickly going to go share the link in our Foil Everything group. So give me just a second. Okay, almost there, guys. Woo! So what does everybody have for big plans for the weekend? I know I got a list of things I need to do. One of them is I'm going to come back in here and work again this weekend and work on finishing YouTube videos. I started 10 of them last weekend, finished 4, and I got 6 more to go. So that's going to give me a couple of months of video content, which I love batching so that I'm ahead of the game. It just helps. It helps a lot. So I know I'm going to work. I'm probably going to work on our house too. I'm trying to finish up the last of the rooms. And you know how, like, no matter how long you've been remodeling, there's just that hit list that's left. And there's little tiny things in every room. So I'm going to start working on that and hire somebody to help me finish it all. I'm tired of this. Okay. I want the house done. So those are my big plans. They don't sound very exciting, but things need to get done. So hello, everybody. Hello, Anne, Wendy, Lisa is in the house, and I hope, Lisa, you're doing okay. I don't know how close you were to the fires, but I feel like our state is just on fire, okay? We are still at least an hour away from them, and the worst thing that we have down here is our air quality has gotten really bad, and it smells like smoke outside, but we're trying to stay indoors and use some air filters to try to keep everybody healthy. So tonight we're going to have some fun. I'm so excited to have you guys here. And we're actually to the point of this week where we've made progress that I get to foil tonight. So I'm really excited about that. Okay. And the one thing we're not going to get foiled is this hat. This hat's going to have to wait till next week because I've taken it one step further. And we do get some emails and get questions. Okay, I've made YouTube videos for years. And as I improve my technique, my application, I figure out something that works better. We normally do a new YouTube video, but we don't always take the old ones off. So if you're watching some of my YouTube videos and I might have used a different product before, but now I'm using this product, that's because we're getting better results. But if you have one of the other products still, definitely try it. Okay. So don't worry. And hello, Anne, and welcome, for being your first time here. So one of the things that I am playing around with is the 3 areas that I sealed, okay, which was the underneath, the top of the bill, and then the top part of the hat. I had sealed with 1 coat of our Bondago. So I'm going to put that on the camera so that you guys can see and make sure. Okay, I'm double checking because somebody has helped me with my camera here. And I want to make sure that you guys can now read this. Oh, it's still backwards. Darn it. Okay. We thought we fixed it, but we didn't. We're still going to work on it. I'm going to make Greg come over here and help me, okay? But I used the Bondago Clear on all 3 areas. and I had put one coat on. And we did get a nice release, okay, but the texture of this particular hat, the fabric, just has a deeper, I want to say almost like a welt, but you can see that it's pretty distinct on the fabric. And so I decided to go double coats of Bondago on the top of the bill. And now I'm going to put my foil adhesive, and we're just going to determine if that second coat is worth it or not. It might be, it might not be. Some people like a little bit more distressed look. Some people like as perfect as they can get. So we're just going to play with this and figure out if it's going to work or not. And then depending on what you like, what your preference is, if you are a perfectionist and want it to look as perfect as possible, then maybe the second coat will help you. If you like that more distressed look, then just do one coat of the Bondago. And that way we can have different looks depending on what you're doing. Oh, Ina, thank you so much. We are very fortunate that we're far enough away. And I think the rest of the United States is dealing with snow, okay? I think California is on fire. Everybody else is just cold and snowed in. But being snowed in is not a bad idea because you can have a lot of fun when you're snowed in. Okay, so remember, I got 2 coats of the Bondago clear on here. And I do want you guys to see how much it does change the color of the fabric. Okay, so it does deepen it. And I think you can see that. But every coat seemed to darken it a little bit, which is not a bad thing. I just want to point that out. Okay, so I'm putting on my first layer of foil adhesive, and this is over 2 coats of Bondago. And I want to make sure that I'm getting this edge, okay, because I didn't wrap the back foil forward. I'm going to wrap the front foil down, okay? I normally always wrap this one over the edge, but depending on what you're doing and your own preference, you definitely can do whatever works best for you, okay? So I'm just trying to make sure I got that edge really good. Happy Friday to you as well, Terry. I feel like it's been a really long week. I mean, I don't feel like I worked extra long hours this way. I just feel like it's been a long week, and it might be for the fact that I finally got my fanny back to the gym. And when I go back to the gym, it's 5:30 a.m. wake-ups. So I think maybe that could be part of the issue of why I feel tired this week. But it feels good to be back to the gym because I'm telling you, I might not make it look any better, but hopefully it won't look any worse if I get to the gym on a daily basis. At least it will keep me in better shape and better health. Oh, Stephanie, thank you so much for the stars. And Linda, I think there was a package that went out to you today. For some reason, I feel like I wrote your name, okay? And that's what I love about you guys posting and asking questions and making comments, because I recognize you guys, okay? I'm still in the shipping department. We've hired 2 new people, and everybody is finally well and back to work. The flu hit us too, okay? So I feel like we've just been hit around here a little bit lately, but the flu, the fires, I mean, it's just kind of been crazy over here, but everybody is well. Everybody was at work the last couple of days, and that is why we are caught up on orders. So it's great. Okay, one thing I am noticing is I feel like the foil adhesive is really sitting on the top, okay? Meaning I don't feel like it's soaking in at all, which is great. And it should give us a way better release. So again, I'm going to let this sit. I would say because it's winter time, I would recommend probably a minimum of a couple of hours of dry time for the foil adhesive. But because it's Friday, I am not going to be back to this project till next week. So it's actually going to sit for a couple of days. And the other thing is, if you're new to foils, the foil adhesive goes on milky white and it will dry completely clear, and it dries clear and shiny. And I do recommend that you leave the adhesive longer than shorter, okay, especially during the winter. Foils and foil adhesive doesn't really like anything below 70 degrees. So if it's chilly in your house or your work studio, then just give it extra dry time. It's going to make your projects turn out so much better, okay? Hello, Joanne. Oh, Linda says she ordered twice. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we got them all out, okay? We do try to, wait, did I just slop all over the place? I guess I did. We do try to catch if we have multiple orders from somebody, and always send out a gift certificate if we're able to save anything on shipping as well, okay? So you guys should always check your emails. If you have double orders and everything came in one, you should check your emails and see if you got a gift certificate in there to apply to your next order, okay? Oh, Stephanie is asking, what do I top coat with over fabric? Okay, so Stephanie, if I'm doing something like a wearable piece of fabric, meaning a t-shirt, a shirt, pair of jeans, the clothing that is on my body other than shoes and hats, okay? If I'm using one of my fabric adhesives, fabric foil, and it's something like my apron, there's nothing else to put over it, okay? You're done. So it's just the fabric foil adhesive, transferring the foil, done, okay? If you are doing something like the hat, okay? Or actually, I can show y'all the shoes again. Okay, let's grab my shoe. Or something like the shoes, okay, the leather shoes, the baseball caps, the cowboy hats, the wide brim hats, the felt hats, wool hats, all of those. I actually use our final coat, and I either in low gloss or semi gloss, depending on what I'm doing, what I'm working on, what foil, how shiny I want it, or if I want it to stay kind of matte looking. Okay, so we need to find a viewer who is a 10 wide, because these are a little big for me. I'm a 10 narrow or regular, not a wide, so they're a little too big. So these are going to go up for sale, guys. I'm on my third layer of final coat on here, and I will put 2 more coats on before I let them go. That way they're going to be covered and protected super well and should last a long time, okay? Oh, Penny says she's from snowy California. Okay, you must be in the mountains high somewhere, okay? Oh, Stephanie, you're most welcome. Hello, Lisa. Oh, Diana is asking, what do I use to clean my brushes? Okay, I'm going to put the link in here. Okay, I'm going to go find it really quick. It is called Masters Cleaner. Okay, it is my favorite brush cleaner, and I've used it for probably close to 30 years. It's been around a long time. It is a wonderful product. It has saved a lot of my brushes, because if you're like me, there are times when we just forget about that brush, and we find it like the next day or the next week, and it's just laying there on the table, and it's hard has paint in it, has product in it. And I'll tell you, that Master's Cleaner will revive that brush. It will bring it back, okay? So I put the link in there. It's on our website. It is a fabulous product. So check it out if you get a chance, okay? Oh, Penny, so most of Northern Cal. Oh, my gosh, okay. So one half of our state's on fire and the other half is freezing. Who would know? We're a long state, though, so definitely has different weather on one end to the other. Okay, so I have a couple of projects that we have worked on during the week, and they're ready for foils. So I'm excited for that part. Okay, I'm just going to kind of move some things out of my way so I have room to work. And please keep the questions and comments coming. Let's see. Edie is saying, is there somewhere that says what all you need to do certain projects? Say all you need for wood, hat, so on. Yes. I wrote a book. It's called The Foil Handbook. It's on our website. You can buy either a printed version or a PDF, and it's all in there. Okay. It is great information. And instead of, constantly asking questions, because there are so many rules for the foils. It's not like, here is your foil and your foil adhesive, and it's going to be the same on every surface, because it's not. Okay. There are different rules to follow, or I would say different applications to follow for different surfaces. So definitely grab yourself a copy of the book. It will help you. Okay. I think we've sold thousands of those, which makes me feel really good, because I want those in your hands. Okay. Is it Travella? Okay. I'm not sure. Miss Singleton. I got your last name, but is the first name Travella? If so, I hope I didn't ruin it. And I am so glad that, you got your orders. So it'll be fun to open that and get going. Joanne, I still do have some foam brushes, so check the website. I think we still have them in stock. If not, message me and I'll double check inventory. Okay, so we have two things that I'm going to work on. One is going to be the charger, which I'm going to transfer. Ooh. Wild leopard spots, gold, small print. Okay, I'm excited about that. I want a whole set of these for me, okay? And then I have a tumbler that's ready that we're going to put Easton on. So I think maybe we'll do our tumbler first. I'm excited about this. I feel like I haven't had enough time to transfer Easton on everything that I've wanted to do, okay? So let me get my camera back down. And I'll have to tell you, I love this sweater. It has definitely kept me warm today, but these sleeves really get in your way, okay? I literally had to take the sweater off, and as you can see, I'm layered, okay? But I had to take the sweater off today. Oh, yes. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Travella. Foil a Bible. Yes, I have foiled my Bible, Kim. I'll grab it. Oh, I think I have it here. Okay. It's a Bible I don't use all the time. Obviously, it's here. But I might actually bring the one that I'm constantly in here and foil that one as well. Pam, welcome. And okay, so I have the Easton. And this is called Easton Tooled Leather. Ooh, I can feel them a little sticky here, okay? I think maybe I need to get another piece of paper. Give me just a second here. Okay, I don't like working on a sticky table, and something I was working on, I think the other day, got sticky. Okay. But what I wanted to let you guys know is the Easton is pretty easy to distinguish carrier side and transfer side. Okay. Because the carrier side is going to look shiny and the transfer side is definitely more matte. So this is an easy one to figure out which side is the correct side or the transfer side. And let me answer some questions really quick. Connie said, I started the foil club this month and was offered and ordered December. I got December's today. Are they shipped separately? Oh, Connie, if you had ordered a week or so ago, we probably shipped them separately because we just finished rolling and shipping out January's yesterday and today. So they could be separate for sure. So if you only got December, that means January is in the mail. And you should also get another tracking email. Okay, so double check. Okay, I'm going to go down to this section because I really don't want the bottom to flip up onto this section yet. Okay, so we are going to start over here, and I try to just keep the foil flat and just let the light roll of the tumbler just roll onto it. Okay, I think I got maybe a wrinkle or two. Okay, oops. Which I'm pretty impressed if that's all I ended up with. Okay. So yeah, I am really impressed. I think I only got like a wrinkle or two. So just let the weight of the tumbler just kind of roll onto the foil, and that seems to work really good. I just kind of keep my other hand holding it down just to make sure it's staying flat and straight. And I'm going to double check my scrubbing here. I think if I have one handy, oh, I do. Okay. I'm going to grab one of our little burnishing pads here. And I'm also going to use that because this is such a smooth surface. I feel like a double scrub is always good, okay? Okay, Kimberly. Kimberly was meaning that my foil handbook was the foil Bible. Okay. I was thinking you were talking about I foiled a Bible before, because I sure have. I still will come show it off. Okay, you guys, the peel and reveal on this is just freaking amazing. This foil transfers so well. And I'm just going to slowly take it off in case I see any little area that might not have transferred completely, okay? And I'm just rubbing it with my finger, and it seems to be bringing in those little tiny pieces. They're easy to see because I did the white base, and I did a white base on purpose because this foil, I feel, looks best over a light background. So the light or white background, I think, is always going to bring out the full beauty of this foil. It's going to show off all the detail. The darker the color gets, the deeper the pattern will look. And that doesn't mean it's not a bad thing. It just depends on the look you are going for. And if you want a more dramatic finish, I think some people have done it over black, but it gets real nudie, okay? The pattern does not show as vibrant as it's going to on here, okay? I'm trying to keep this on here so you guys can see what I'm doing. But I keep pushing it back because if I see anything that looks white, I'm trying to make sure that I'm catching any of those little pieces maybe that did not transfer. But my carrier sheet is just about clean, okay? Trying to catch these little pieces at the bottom. And the thing about taking it off slowly, because if you take it off slowly, you're able to put the foil right back into the same position, and the pattern is going to match up perfectly. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is going to be absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now this is where my seam is. Of course, the pattern's not going to match up perfectly. I can just leave that and have a seam, or I can decide if I want to do something different, or if I want to bring up a stripe on here. I mean, there's lots of different ideas. I'm almost kind of thinking I might bring up a dark brown to match, and almost want to come back with like little studs. I don't know. I think there's fun things that can be done. Okay, so I have the bottom to do. So I'm just going to make sure that I have a big enough area, and I'm going to go ahead and put the foil down on the bottom and get this area done as well. I know this foil to me is just simply stunning. Okay. I'll have to say it is definitely our best seller right now. It is flying out of here as fast as any foil has ever flown out of this place. Okay. Which makes me happy when we bring in a new design and it's so well received. And we are working on more new designs that will be coming out this year. Okay, so with this particular style tumbler, there is a little area that is recessed all the way around. So what I'm trying to do is just use my fingernail, trying to make sure I'm doing this towards you guys so that you can see. I'm just using my fingernail after I release the foil so that I can get it down into that area and make sure I don't have that white showing. Okay, I got a big piece for this little area, so this is fighting me a little bit. Almost done. Okay, let's check this one section here. And see if we can finish that out. So Kimberly is bringing up the fact that it turned gray when I held the foil up over blue, okay? So I think anything blue or teal. So if you, all I think I have handy here right there is, and definitely not the best example, but you can see how much it grays it out. So if you put this over teal or a solid blue, it's definitely going to do basically like what hairdressers do to neutralize a color. The blue is neutralizing the yellow, basically, or copper of the foil design and changing the color of it. So it is really cool. You guys can definitely just hold that foil over multiple different colors and just see how it will look. Okay, here again, just my blue tape, you can see how gray it went, okay, which I think is really cool. It's fun that you can adjust your foil color a little bit by your base coat. And all the semi-transparents definitely are affected by base coat colors, okay? Okay, the tooled leather is not super shiny, so I'm going to grab my final coat, okay? And I'm going to put on a coat. So once you lay your foil on and you're done with your transfer, okay, and I'm just kind of rubbing around the edges because the transparents and the semi-transparents can do what's called over-release. So I'm just using my finger to make sure that those are taken care of. I'm seeing one little white area up here at the top. I'll put a link in. Okay, somebody's asking, where do we get these gorgeous foils? Okay, well, we're definitely going to share a link with you. It's our website, and they are absolutely gorgeous, okay? So all I did is there was a tiny little bit of white showing, and I just grabbed a piece and rubbed it with my finger, okay, so that that would not be seen in the end. I will stick a link in here for you really quick, okay? This is our shortcut link, so I don't have to type our full name out, okay? But it is our website, which is Artistic Painting Studio, or you can get there with the shortcut, which is APS Foils. Okay, so final coat on the plate. Okay, a little bit goes a real long way, okay? This stuff goes on super thin and is meant to go on thin. So don't try to put it on heavy because it's just going to bubble, okay? So put it on nice and thin. You can actually, on something smooth like this, you can just use even the wiping pads and just wipe it on. I have a tendency to brush when I have a small surface, though, instead of using the wiping pads. But when I'm on something larger, it's so easy just to wipe the surface. And because it's considered a wipe-on varnish. Okay, we're almost done. When I'm doing stuff like this, and sometimes it's hard to see where you start it and where you stop, I'll use my seam to help me to figure out which direction I am, okay? Okay, I think that's looking spectacular, you guys. Oh, so pretty. Okay, everything I've seen with Easton on it has been absolutely spectacular, and I don't think anybody will be disappointed with this. So I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to try to figure out what I want to do with the seam, if I'm going to leave it or do something to disguise it. And we'll just let it sit and dry. Yeah, I think there is, because that is where it's totally recessed, okay? So I'll probably sprinkle a little glitter or something on the bottom when it dries, okay? And try to like fill that area in. It's hard to get down in there. Sometimes I just leave it white and then go ahead and just put glitter in. That way it just kind of gets rid of it. But thank you for catching that great eye there, okay? Oh, Margot, how funny. Margot said she was just watching my videos. Okay, that's a lot of me in one day. Carrie, I'm using stainless steel tumblers. I get mine all from a company called Tipsy Magnolia. Love working with them. Have worked with them now for 2 to 3 years. They are absolutely fabulous. Oh, thank you so much, Lori. Lori, I'm shocked you have not ordered this yet. Okay. You are just going to make a killing on these. They are so pretty. And Lori is a tumbler maker. Okay. So Lori, I want your opinion of what we should do with that seam. Do we just leave it and not worry about it? Because I don't think it looks too bad. And then I don't know if you heard my one thought about coming back and doing maybe what looks like a leather band. Okay. Just a stripe, and then putting like studs. So it looks, I don't know. I just kind of feel like that would be cool with leather. I don't know. Margot says, can you use an acrylic tumbler? Okay, like a plastic tumbler. I have not ever done a plastic tumbler. All of mine have all been stainless steel. I think you could. You're just going to have to go through all the steps and a lot of dry time. And I've never epoxied over an acrylic one. Maybe Lori could even chime in as well. Okay. Sometimes you put a name over the seam, but honestly, it looks great. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking a seam or a name too, but I don't know. I think I'll let it sit for a few minutes, meaning days, because that, you know, if you're not in a hurry, and I try not to be in a hurry with my projects, because sometimes when I let things just sit a little bit longer, great ideas come along, and I figure out something that could be better. But, oh, you know what I do have? I have some washi tape. I'll have to look through do you guys know what washi tape is? It's double-sided tape. I'm going to go grab it. I think it's on my desk. It's been on my desk for months. So I don't know exactly what washi tape originally was created for. I think it's paper crafts, but they come in different colors, metallics, patterns, all kinds of fun things, and it's double stick tape, okay? So I could maybe use one of these, okay? Even like the copper, there's like a bronze, or the black might work, okay? I could do just a real thin stripe with the washi tape, but I got a final coat on there. I'm just going to let it sit, okay? Oh, okay, so you found a snow glow tumbler that you want to use a transparent foil on. Okay, so Lori, if you've ever done anything on one of those snow globe acrylic tumblers, can you chime in? Because it is not an area that I've ever worked on, okay? Kelly says I might try on on a wine bottle sublimation. Just put the sublimation machine. Okay. Oh, okay, Kelly. Okay. I think Kelly is chiming in possibly. Oh, washi tape would be perfect. Okay. So I don't know if you're talking about a wine bottle, but I got a wine bottle right here that I'm planning on foiling. Okay. I just haven't gotten any further than getting all the labels off. But if anybody has tried to ever do an acrylic tumbler, please chime in. Oh, thank you guys so much. Yeah, I think washi tape will be really fine. I want to let the final coat dry, and maybe we'll test that out, okay? So we're on to my charger. Now, this is a Dollar Tree charger, okay? It might have still been when Dollar Tree was $1. I've had them for a while, but they're probably $1.25 or more now. It is the cheapest place I've ever found the chargers. They seem to have them in stock all the time. I have found them at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but they're like twice as much. So if you're looking for chargers, definitely Dollar Tree. Okay. A little bit about this for those of you that have not seen the process yet. So the charger came this color, and it has a little chip in it. And I think my foil will cover that little imperfection, so I didn't worry about it. I cleaned it really well with our 91% isopropyl alcohol. I put a layer of clear Bondago down to seal, okay, and bond to it. So that is our Bondago. And you guys, we're trying to work on flipping the wording over. I've got a friend of mine who is a genius with IT stuff, and he's helping me work on that. Okay, we thought we had it fixed, but it didn't work. But I put the clear Bondago on. I let that sit 24 hours, and then I came back and put a layer of our regular Artsyville foil adhesive. Okay, so this foil adhesive, and I've let that sit for 48 hours because I wasn't live yesterday. See, Lori's chiming in. She says, I make cut my unwashi tape out of vinyl. Oh, if you use washi tape, but then peel it off, it leaves the sticky stuff on your tumbler and it ruins the tape. Okay. But if you cut your own tape from vinyl, you can peel and re-stick it several times. Oh, without losing the stick. Oh, a great tip. Okay. I do have a ton of vinyl here that I bought for something, and I can't remember what in the heck I bought it for, but now I have another use for it. Okay. Okay, so if you've got any questions on the step, don't push the process, you guys. This is plastic, okay? The other thing I'm going to do, because there's just me here, and when you only have 2 hands and a project that is that wide, it does help to reverse roll. And I know I have way too much foil here, okay? Reverse roll your foil so that the transfer side is out. And it will help you to be able to lay the foil down and without it getting all over the place and going crazy, okay? It's just kind of hard sometimes. Okay, really remind me never to use this shirt again, because every time I go across here, I'm hitting my paper, okay? I'm getting stuck on everything today. Okay, I'm also going to, I can see some of my brush strokes, so I'm going to make sure my brush strokes are going this direction so that I don't end up creating any more brush strokes, okay? See, my shirt's just killing me over here. I want to only end up with 1 seam, so I'm going to try and push the foil one direction so that I end up with only that 1 seam if possible. Okay, we're going to lay it down. We're going to smooth it out, and remember, you're going down here into a lower area. So I'm trying, I'm getting caught over there, okay, trying to get that in the lower area and then up, okay. So there's definitely going to be wrinkles, and I tried to do it, but I still ended up not going all the way in there, okay. So we're probably going to have a little bit more repair. Okay, I'm going to cut this now. Whew, there we go. And I'm going to try and find a section that is similar to the area, okay, so that when I'm seaming here, I'm trying to find the, as close to the repeat as I can get. That way my seam won't be so obvious. Brenda, thanks for joining, okay? So now we're going to get out our scrub brush. And my scrub brush, you guys, is just a nail brush. I try to find the stiffest bristles I can. We think this one's working really good. I've been trying to give it a good test. And if it passes my test, we're going to get these ordered so that we can sell them to you. Because I know one thing that everybody always is worrying about is where to get a good brush and get one that's stiff enough. So I think this one's going to be a winner. And it's been working pretty good. It's not the stiffest brush I've ever had, but not bad at all. Okay, so there's these little bumps that are all around the outside of the plate. So we're going to have to release the foil, and we're going to get our toothbrush out for this, okay? And come back and scrub again over those, okay, to get them to sink into those lower areas, okay, because they're like raised little dots, basically, that are trimming the whole plate. This is looking so good. And our base coat color is a great complement to this foil. That's why I did not change the color of the plate. A lot of times I've painted the chargers black Bondago first, but I knew that the gold would work with this particular foil. So don't rip the Band-Aid off, you guys. Rip it off a section at a time. That way you can get the pattern to line right back up where it needs to go and get that area filled in around those little raised dots. So we have one section here that has transferred so far, and it looks fabulous. Okay, here we go with our big piece, okay? And again, let it burp. And scrub it in those areas. Because the foil is going to grab the high point always first. And when it grabs the high point, you got to release it so that it can get down into those lower valleys. Okay, if it doesn't fill in completely, I'm going to try just a new piece over here and see if that's helping. We have to get aggressive and get that down in there, okay? Dental floss. Yeah, we're going to have every tool here, okay, Kim? I don't know. My first section worked so good. I think maybe because I just was thinking, just rip it off and it will be fine, but I'm having to work to get this in between, okay? So don't be in a hurry when you get to this part. Enjoy it, okay? Enjoy the moment, enjoy the process, enjoy seeing the transfer, and just take your time. Okay, we're also going to have to get down into that curve. We'll get our bigger brush out for that. And I think I'm going to go this direction. You can pull it back either way you want. So just pull a little at a time. Oh, Margot, that will be fun. So Margot's saying she uses UV DTF transfers and wants to do layers of foil first and then transfers on top. Oh, that'll be cool. There's so many applications that are possible with the foils, using other products with them. I feel like it's just so endless. That's why that foil handbook is so great, okay? If you haven't purchased it yet, it just has everything in there. And if you guys ever find something that I have not covered or that needs more clarification, let me know, because before we print it again, we can always do an update. So this is definitely going to take a few minutes to finish up. More than anything, it's this whole little area that has the little bumps, okay? And then also needing to get it down into that recessed area there. Let's check this side, okay? And before I let it go down, I do want to try and keep it up on the edge first, because it's going to match up better before you let it release down into that angle, okay? So definitely stay up on the flat section first, or the rim section, because you want to try to get your foil to match up the best it can. Trying to get the pattern in there, trying to scrub in between. Yes, Lisa. Patience is really a good thing, I think, for crafting in general. I mean, I don't know. I've been painting and doing decorative art for 35 years, and I just have always found that the more patient I am, the better things come out, okay? And I'm just trying to match up if the pattern moved. Ooh, there we go. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. The tumbler was much faster, okay? I'm glad I did that first. I didn't make you guys wait for everything. Okay. I'm going to give it a good scrub. Try to get in there well before I even release it the first time. And I'm just going to release a little bit because I don't want it to move down into here yet. Looking good though, okay? You guys have to be patient too with me. Watch me scrub. Oh, but the release is coming out so great. This is going to be beautiful, okay? I have some black dishes that will look so pretty on those. But I'm also going to show you when I'm done one of our transparent glass plates that I did, and show you how fun it could be to not only do your chargers but also to do your plates to coordinate. We could just keep decorating our house. Every square inch of our house can be foiled by the time we're done. And I think some will be. Okay, I'm more than halfway. I think I'm 3/4, okay? So we're getting there. I don't want to bore you guys all to death, but I think it's good to see the process and to see that you are going to have to take a couple of minutes and work this in. If you can find a charger that doesn't have these little raised dots, oh, that would be great, okay? I think occasionally I have found them without it, but most of the time I do think all the Dollar Tree ones have the little dots. And you do have to just work a little bit harder to work around these. Some areas are covering super easy, and I think it just depends on where the pattern is in that section. Almost. Oh, Margot, I love it. So Margot's even saying with her transfers, she has to go slow too. So it is best just to take our time. I mean, we've worked so hard on this charger already. We've got 3 days into the project at least. We don't want to blow it now. We want it to come out as gorgeous as we possibly can. So if we have to scrub a few extra minutes, then let's just scrub a few extra minutes, okay? Okay, now we can start going down into the lower area. I need to get a little bit more aggressive down here. There we go. Ooh, how pretty. Yeah, you can even just do a glass plate with nothing on it so that you can see all this gorgeousness. Almost. I have an area here. Needs a little bit more scrubbing. You see that I do switch between the big brush and the little brush. And if I feel like it got missed, I'm trying to even go back and match up the pattern a little bit and fill in those areas if I can. Okay. I think we get the full reveal. Woo! Look how fun that is. Ah! That is so cool. Okay, let me see. I do have that plate. Okay, so this is probably not the combination I would go for, but you guys will get the idea that you can do a plate with one of our completely transparent foils, because the only part that you see is the design. The rest of it is clear. And you could do just a clear plate on here, or you could possibly pick one of the transparent foils and use that on your glass plate and have fun with your table. These are going to be so fun. I love the leopard. I just think a glass plate on top of that clear is going to be stunning. Now, being that it's a charger, you're not going to put this through the dishwasher. So you can finish it off with one of our top coats, and I'm looking for one, okay? Okay, I don't want gloss though, so I think we'll start off with final coat. And because this is a nice big surface, I'm going to show you guys how to wipe on the final coat. So if you order the beginner's kit, it always comes with one of these microfiber sponges, because the final coat is in the that package, okay? And then I just let it pour into the sponge. I normally don't take them apart from each other, just tip it over a few times. Make sure you can feel that there's something in here. And I always leave it in a baggie so that I'm not washing out the sponge. But if you've got a nice bake or just a bake area to cover, look how quick that application is. Okay, I'm just kind of going over that outside edge a couple of times because of all those little ridges, but boom, it's coated. Now, I would definitely put on at least probably 5 or 6 layers. You can also do the Modern Masters, which is exterior rated, but definitely build up your durability so that you can wipe them down or hand wash them, because that way you won't hurt any of your gorgeous foils. But look how fun that came out. That is going to be such a beautiful dining table, okay? And I think just a clear plate on there would be beautiful, okay? Oh, Margot is asking about my clear plates. Yes, when we do the, I'm just going to get this behind me so I don't ruin it. When we do the glass plates, we only use our transparent and semi-transparent foils because all the application is on the back side. And then we do seal these off with, you can just do the Modern Masters, but I've also put epoxy on most of them just to give them more durability. So it's just a thin coat of epoxy. I think this one has epoxy on it. I feel like there's a ridge that I haven't sanded down well enough. But all the application is on the back of the plate so that for safety purposes, there's nothing contaminating the top of the plate, and you'll be able to still use these on your dinner table. You'll be able to eat off of them, serve off of them, but do not put them in the dishwasher. They will not survive, okay? So even if it has epoxy on it, don't put it through the dishwasher. Just go ahead and put these, oh, you can see that so well, okay? I love this. Okay, this one's called Elsa Snowflakes. It is so cute. So yes, I do resin over the glass plates, Linda. The chargers, I have never resined those, but it could definitely be done. Oh, so Ashley was asking why I use a toothbrush. Okay, sometimes you just need to get into tiny little areas when you're scrubbing, and just being able to pinpoint with a nice stiff bristle is easier than trying to use a big brush, okay? I just find it's a little bit easier. Okay, guys, I think we're done for our Friday night, but this has been productive. But we've worked all week to get here. So I'm going to grab this. Oh, another great thing about working with the final coat is it dries super quick. So you're wiping on such thin layers that it's going to be dry within about 10-15 minutes. If you're a little bit cooler or humid, it might take 20 minutes, but you're putting it on so thin, you can just wipe layer after layer. I mean, you know, put a layer on, set a timer, 10-15 minutes, put another layer on, put another layer on. So you can build your durability up really quickly. I'm really thrilled with how that came out. This is going to be a fun table. I think I have 3 more of those underneath. I'm going to have to go dive underneath the table and go look. And then we have the gorgeous Easton tooled leather on our the first tumbler that I've used this on. And remember with Easton, how you change your base coat color will affect the color of the release. So if you put a cream underneath, it's going to come out a little bit different. Okay, it won't be as coppery. And you can just hold it over different colors just to get an idea of how it's going to look when it releases. So you can really play with this foil and the way it's going to look. Okay, we will get back to finishing our hat next week once the foil adhesive dries well. And we'll just have all kinds of more fun things. I am going to try to have Ashley help me with she has to help me with the cameo, okay? Because me and that, we just tend to fight each other. So she needs to help me get back onto the cameo and find all my files. And if she can, we're going to do some fabric again next week because I really want to work with our heat transfer vinyl and show you guys some more projects. So always fun things coming. If there is something that you really would like to see me do live, just go ahead and put it in the comments and we'll definitely take that into consideration. I always got to have something to work on, so I'd rather do something you guys are hopefully interested in seeing. Okay, it's Friday night. Let's go have some fun. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll be back next week. Bye, guys.